What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at a couple of Ultraman kits here. So it's been a little while since we've taken a look at an Ultraman kit and had these guys sitting on the shelf. Need to get around to taking a look at these two, not super new, but newer, more recent Ultraman releases here. We're going to be taking a look at first the 1/12 scale Ultraman Ultraman Suit Evil Tiga. I will make sure to say Tiga because last time I said Tiga and I got about 13,000 comments, people telling me that the correct pronunciation is Tiga, not Tiga. So for all you guys, don't worry, I'll get the pronunciation right this time. I know that upset a lot of people last time. Got the pronunciation wrong, but this is Evil Suit Tiga. Basically, it's a recolor of the Tiga suit. I don't know if it really comes with anything much too different from the original kit. I believe it's just mostly just different colors. The effect part's also a different color too, as well too. So if you saw my review of the Tiga previously, I don't think this is really going to be too much different. So it should be a pretty quick review. Today, just looking at the Tiga here, it looks very cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box first, shall we? So as always with these boxes, the box art looks really fantastic. It looks super cool here. This is from the Ultraman Suit Another Universe up there, by the way. You got the logo for that. So the box art is a little bit different from the Ultraman Suit Zero action, which we'll be taking a look at next. You can see this just from original Ultraman, I guess, or from this different Ultraman animated series. So this is a different one here, and does look very cool. It isn't part of the Figurized standard line here on the sides of the box. You can see just what that's going to be looking like there, basically just like what's on the front of the box. On the bottom here, you can see what that's going to look like in some action poses there, also front and back. It's basically just kind of a lot of silver with some red, and then you have this kind of red and kind of yellowish gold kind of striping there around on the chest. I'm thinking that's probably going to be a lot of stickers for that mostly, unfortunately, but the articulation here of the shoulders, of the hip section, or the waist section, kind of the stomach section, I guess I should say, does look pretty cool there. It can do kicking poses there. You got some effect parts here, which are going to be in purple. I believe originally those were in blue, I think, with the original version of the kit, if I remember correctly. The shield part, which is very cool. One thing that I do love about the design of this kit is that cool shield bit that it has. That's in yellow and red there as well. And then you've got an LED gimmick in here as well too, so the chest and the eyes will light up with the LED. Looking very cool as always. And then over here around the other side of the box, a little bit about Ultraman Suit Evil Tiga there, and I guess there it is side by side with just the regular Tiga. So you can see the very noticeable color difference between them. They're both kind of primarily silver, but with the regular one you had purple and red kind of for a lot of bits on it. This one doesn't look like it has any purple, but instead has black, red, and then just that little bit of gold there around the neck piece. So opening it up in here, we're greeted right away with that silver. And yeah, it does look like that is actually coated silver, not molded silver, so that's another reason why that's going to be very expensive. These kits are a little bit more expensive. The gold is molded gold though. But number one, they come with this LED in there, which adds to the price, and then also the silver coating also is going to add to the price a little bit as well. Now unfortunately, on the flip side of that, while those 2 points are really nice, they are usually always very sticker heavy. That's the unfortunate point, but other than that, they are still a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and take a look at the instruction manual. Here on the front, we have the much larger version of the artwork from the front of the box, which looks very cool. On the back side, got some more information here about the evil fork. That's something that I never expected to ever hear. Action poses over here, of course, and then the marking, where to place the markings around on the fork. And what about on the rest of the body? Are all the markings is only going to be on the evil fork? Maybe so. That's interesting. And then just all our poses there. The color guide down here at the bottom, basically silver, dark red, black, and gold. Kind of going to be most of that. And then on the inside of here, just going to be covering the construction. We will also have the parts list, if I can find it. There it is. You can see the parts list up there at the top. You are going to have a few leftover parts, it looks like, but for the most part, you're going to be using all of that. Let's go ahead and check out the runners. First off, our LED unit here. Now the batteries are not included with this, so you will have to pick up some batteries for that, but it's got the two lights, one at the top for the head and lighting up the head, one at the front for lighting up the chest. Our beam effect parts here, SB6, these are just the standard beam effect parts you would see in like some of the Unicorn era HDUC kits, I think, mostly, a lot of those, but in some other ones as well too, of course. But these are the smaller type 1/44 scale beam saber effect parts. Very interesting to see them in this dark clear purple too, looks really nice. And you are meant to only use one of them with this kit, so you will have an extra one you can use with some of your Gundam kits if you wanted to. And for stickers, we've got actually our foil stickers here, with a lot of black ones, some gray ones, a few gold, a few red, and then you do also have the marking stickers, which is a very small sheet, so I guess these are meant to just only really go on the evil fork, I guess, there as well too. So you got a few of those to go on there for some markings. And then as usual, we've got the Figurized effect base here as well too. This is included with, I think all of the kits so far have included this. It's just a very simple base you can use for this. It works fine, it's kind of alright. I don't really particularly like all that much, but it's cool, it's clear anyway, so you got that. And the A runner here is in 4 different colors. We got some more of that dark clear purple for the effect part up there, some clear blue down here for some parts, I guess in the head and the chest probably for where the LEDs are going to go, some black, which is in a very high gloss black, it looks very nice on there, and then some red over here on the side, which is also looking very glossy as well too. Alright, so runner B here is our first of our silver plated runners here for this kit, and when I took a look at the label I saw it says Evil Tiga here on the label, so I thought, oh really? I took another look at the design, I noticed that actually the design is different from the original Tiga. I thought it was mostly just a color swap, but actually the head and the chest are noticeably different from just the regular Tiga kits, so there will be some differences in the design as well too, so that's good. It's not just the colors, so that's always nice for it to be a little bit more different anyway. So you got some parts on there where it kind of looks like basically that's just this lower section added onto here, whereas this section here is probably the same as the original Tiga kit, it's just this lower section added on is going to be different, so maybe the shoulder pieces it looks like too are maybe also going to be different. Runner C1 here is some more of that nice high gloss red. And runner C2 is some more of the high gloss black. This one also marked specifically for the Evil Tiga. Runner D1 is our other runner of plated silver. As you can see, it looks really nice. It looks really cool. And it looks like mostly everything is all undergated as well too, so you won't see any of those nasty number marks on there for the most part. But we'll see for sure once we get it all put together. Runner E here is going to be our hand parts and joint parts. This is all in this kind of dark metallic kind of color here for this gunmetal kind of molded color. It's not plated or anything, but it looks really nice for the color on that. And lastly, runner F is a couple of molded gold parts here, specifically for the Evil Tiga version. So I believe this part for the front of the shield or the front of the Evil Fork is also different from the original kit. It didn't have these long extension bits out there, I believe. So not only is the chest part a little bit different, also the weapon part is going to be a little bit different as well too. So there you have it, guys. That should serve as a good reminder to y'all that I really don't know a whole lot about Ultraman or any of this stuff. Never seen the anime or anything, so just take that into consideration. And so sorry I don't have a lot of background knowledge about this stuff, about what's different about the different versions and stuff. I can only just review the model for you guys, which I will do here once I get this all built up, so give me just a minute. As always though, a big thank you to USA Gundam Store for making it all possible. So if you guys want to check out the kit for yourself, the link down below is to USA Gundam Store in the video description. You can use my coupon code there as well, ZakuAurelius10. Save yourself 10% off this and everything else there on the site, of course, so check that out. Let me go ahead and get this built up. Alright, so here's my man all built up, looking very shiny with those high gloss black and red plastics and that silver looking really nice. The stickers are, as it usually goes with these kits, they're okay. You kind of wish they didn't have so many stickers, but it's kind of understandable how they couldn't go too crazy with the part separation on these. But overall, they're not really all that noticeable, especially if you're just building this just straight out the box. Maybe just use all the stickers, put a little bit of panel lining on there just to bring out some of those little details. So use a little black accent liner on those little details on the silver areas, and I mean, you'd be doing pretty alright. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at the kit anyway. And just to point out to you guys where all the stickers are, the little tiny jewel there on the top of his head, there's a sticker is here, the red bits on here, the gold bits on here, around on the back, then the red bit there in the center is the sticker. On the sides of the arms, you got black stickers on this side and on the front side too on those red parts. Up in here, it's kind of really hard to see, but that silver sticker up there, kind of between the black and the silver there, that's also a silver sticker there. Also, right up underneath the chin, you got this little black sticker there. And around on the back of the arms, the red sticker is there on that little bit. And then down here on the legs, this black part at the top of the shin is a black piece, and then this lower section is a black sticker. So as you can see, it's not really that much noticeable of a difference. So as long as you put the sticker on well, it's not really gonna be all that noticeable. But between the red part there and the black part, there's a big wraparound black sticker here as well. But probably the most egregious, I would say, is here, this sticker that goes over the top of the shoulder. Now in there's actually a hole in that little bit where this is connected up onto this connection piece. So you see there's where this is connected up onto the shoulder, and then the sticker is just basically meant to just cover up this hole there. And it kind of, again, does the job, I guess, like from a distance, but looking at it up close is just kind of not really gonna be looking all that appealing. So when it comes time to actually paint the kit, we'll have to sort out a different solution for that. But let's also just go over quickly the articulation before we turn on the LED unit here. The head will only go up to there, which is not very far. It's basically just like looking forward, but then it can move down on a double joint there in the neck, very far down. It's just a shame that it can't go any farther up. But then of course, looking to the side and all that, that's gonna be looking fine. Oh, I forgot, there's also little stickers there on the sides of the neck piece there. But again, if you're just looking forward, they're not really gonna be all that noticeable up inside there. But yeah, you can turn the head from side to side like that. That's no big deal. The shoulder will swing forward out to the front like that, which is actually pretty nice. So you got some nice movement for that. The shoulder armor can move up and down on its own, and then ultimately you can bring the arm up really only to about 90 degrees, which is a little bit disappointing. Kind of wish we could bring that up a little bit higher. But then the arm is going to move as kind of you might expect, just rotation there above the elbow. At the elbow, you've just got a single joint giving you a little bit more than 90 degrees, but ultimately that's a little bit disappointing there as well. The wrist is just on a ball joint. Now here in the torso, of course, it is going to be a little bit limited because it has the LED unit up in there, but you are able to move it back pretty far. So I guess since the head doesn't move very far forward up, I guess you could just move it back, but then you got this kind of weird gap in there. It looks a bit strange. And you do have a little bit of forward tilt here as well, but not really going to be all that much. Rotation is also going to be very limited. You just have a little bit of rotation that you can do there in the middle section. Down here and the legs, those can rotate, but again, it's going to be looking kind of strange doing that, so not very normal. And then you can bring those out to the side nice and far there like so. As you notice, this kind of side skirt bit there is kind of just like hanging loose, so that when you want to bring the leg up all the way out to the side, you can put that armor piece over the top of that, but normally that armor piece would fit underneath this thigh armor like that. You can bring the leg up nice and far forward, and then a double joint at the knee is going to give you a really nice full bend there with the separation of this little knee armor bit there. And then the ankle can move a little bit side to side, up to the front, back like that, and this ankle piece will actually move a little bit like so. So I guess you have a little bit of separation there. With the foot, and then up underneath the feet you got nice full detail up under there as well too. Before turning on the LED, we've also got this little tool here included, which is also going to be our adapter piece for putting this on the stand. Now there's one more sticker now that I'm thinking about it that also is up under here. To put this on the stand, you need to remove this butt flap here, and then you'll just have that connection point there. So really don't know why they don't just include two versions of this part, one version of this part without the hole and one version of it with the hole in there. But anyway, you need to remove that, and you've got just a black sticker covering this part here on the back, where then this is going to plug onto this piece here, and then that's where you'll plug that onto your standard action base. But yeah, like I said, this is also a tool for turning on the LED. So basically what you need to do is take this apart, and by first removing this piece here on the back of the neck, and then you're supposed to be able to then more easily pull this off of there like that, and then there's your switch for the LED. Now you can use this little thing here to push the button. Now let's go ahead and check how that's going to be looking. So if we press it once, it should light up blue and stay on for 3 minutes like that. That's looking very cool. And then we press it one more time and it'll change to red. Sure, there you go. The eyes stay blue and the chest piece turns. And it's cool that it's not just a straight switch, it kind of fades down and then the red fades up. And then you press it, so then this will just stay like that for 3 minutes, and then it'll just automatically turn off. But if you press it again, then it'll stay on indefinitely. It'll switch back to blue. You should hear, there you go. So you got that nice fade and that light. And now it'll stay on indefinitely until you turn it off. I think if you press the button for 3 seconds, if you hold the button down for 3 seconds, it'll just go directly off. But if you just press it one more time, then it will switch to red once again, and then again that will just stay on until you turn it off. So then we can just press it one more time, and everything will turn off there. So that's cool how the eyes just shut off and then the red will fade out. That's pretty awesome. And also I think what's pretty cool about this as well too is that when it's lit up, this gold plastic kind of lights up a little bit there as well too. So you're seeing that light just kind of lighting up this whole kind of chest bit a little bit there, if you guys can see that. Yes, and also I should not forget to mention that there's a couple more stickers I almost forgot about. These little gray stickers around the light, it's actually 2 little gray stickers to cover up. This is just one solid gold piece. You have those little gray stickers there to go around the bit where the light comes out. As for our other accessories, we've got basically 2 different sets of open hands aside from the closed fist you saw on the kit there. One is just kind of like an open resting hand, and the other one is like more of a kind of action pose kind of hand. Now, none of these have the covers. You only have one set of the hand covers, so whichever hands you're using, you'll have to swap out the covers, which is kind of annoying. I really hate when Bandai does that, but that's what we got. So ultimately, you have 6 hands and 2 covers for them. Then we've got our effect part here, and an alternate piece for the back of the arm, as you'll need to switch that out, as the piece that's on the back of the arm now doesn't have the hole in there that you need to attach this onto. That just fits onto there like so, and it holds it up pretty well. And yes, it is meant to go on the left arm, or at least that's how it's pictured in the manual. So just for everyone who might want to say, that's the wrong arm, this is the one that's shown on the manual, but you can put it on either arm. Actually, the piece is the same, so you could put it on whichever one you prefer. And of course, finally, the evil fork. So this is also just meant to plug into the back of the arm there. And we have our effect piece, which can plug into the front of there like that, which is pretty much just like a beam saber effect part there, but it looks really cool in that clear purple. And just the design of this is really awesome as well too. Unfortunately though, you need this same piece for plugging this onto the arm, and so you'll have to switch it to this arm because this is meant to go onto the right arm. You only have one of those pieces though, so you can't use both the effect part and this evil fork at the same time. You have to choose one or the other and put this piece onto the correct arm for that. So here is the two of them side by side, Tiga and Evil Tiga, and yeah, I'm really pleasantly surprised at how much different they are than what I was expecting. I was expecting it to pretty much just be mostly a recolor and not really all that much different, but the head is different, the shoulder armor is different, the chest armor is different. The Evil Tiga, I keep wanting to say Tiga. Evil Tiga has this extra bit of armor there on the side of the arm as well too. Obviously the weapon is slightly different. The front piece doesn't have the long kind of fork bits out the front on the regular Tiga there. The legs are pretty much the same except the markings are different. Like the molding of them is the same. As you bring them around here, you can see the molded detail is actually the same. It's just that the stickers are different and just like the color placement is different on them. Then also just the back piece is going to be a little bit different there as well too. So some really cool differences. Another thing you'll notice between the two of them that the plated silver is quite different as well too. On the regular Tiga kit, it's a very bright kind of chromy silver, and on the Evil Tiga, it's a darker silver. So it really is a cool match to fit the kind of evil tone of it, right? To have it be in a darker silver. Something that I also didn't really expect about this, and it's only when you really see them side by side you really notice how much of a different silver it is. The silver on the Evil Tiga here is quite dark, so it's really cool. But alright guys, that is just about going to do it here for Evil Tiga. I'm really excited to take a look at Ultraman Suit Zero action coming up next, but I really enjoyed this kit, and just it was a nice reminder. It had been a little while since I built an Ultraman kit, and so it was a nice reminder just how much I enjoyed this line in general. Not the Figurized line, not the Figurized standard line. In general, I mean just the Ultraman branch of the Figurized standard line. I really do like a lot of these cool Ultraman designs. Once again, I'm not an Ultraman fan necessarily by any means, it's just that these newer designs are pretty cool in my opinion, and so the kits, I do enjoy building them. But as always guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and of course you can check these kits out at USA Gundam Store as well. The link to USA Gundam Store will be down in the video description as always, and my coupon code there, ZakuAurelius10, is there. You guys can use that as well too to save yourself 10%, and just appreciate your guys' support as always, liking the video, commenting, subscribing, all that is greatly appreciated, so thank you so much for doing that. And until next time guys, hope you're all having a great day. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.